This meeting is taking place on a Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. in the conference room during a regular monthly meeting. I will be giving a professional development seminar to all employees in the company. Hello everyone. For this month's professional development piece, I will be talking about personal change and what you as an employee can do to help improve the company as a whole. Don't think personal change applies to you? Think again. Personal change can be hard, but learning what your weaknesses are and how to fix them for the better can really change your life. Let's face it, everyone wants to change something about themselves. They may not know how to go about it or even exactly what it is they want to change. For people who struggle to determine these types of things, they can take short personality quizzes to help determine what their weaknesses are. For those who are looking for a great way to help them improve these weaknesses and understand how to make strong personal change, I highly recommend the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This book helps one to understand how to put themselves in other people's shoes and think on a deeper level about everything that happens in everyday life. So now, let's move on to some tips on how to make personal change. The first thing I'd like to discuss is the difference between independence and interdependence. Independence is the thought that I can do it, I am responsible, and I can choose. Now, being independent is better than being dependent on someone and always needing their help, but we want to strive to take one step further and become interdependent. Interdependence is the thought process that we can do it, we can cooperate, and we can combine our talents and abilities to create something great together. The thought process of working together as a collaborative group will not only make each and every one of us a more effective person, but will become a more effective group who strives to reach the same goals. So remember, independent is me. Interdependent is we. We strive to work collaboratively as a group and accept others' ideas. Another thing I would like to touch on is ways to become more self-aware. A great way to discover this is to look at where we are focusing all of our time and energy. Is most of your time and energy spent focusing on things that influence you or concern you? Those who focus on their influences strive to work on things they can actually do something about and make a difference in. The nature of their energy is positive and enlarging. This increases their circle of influence and decreases their circle of concern, providing an opportunity for positive personal change. Those who focus on their concerns focus on weaknesses of other people, problems in the environment, and other circumstances over which they have no control. Their focus results in blaming and accusing attitudes, reactive language, and increased victimization. This increases their circle of concern and decreases their circle of influence, which does not provide an opportunity for any personal change to occur. We want to focus on growing our influence and not our concerns. We want to strive to make a difference in areas that we actually can and not focus on things that we have no control over. Working as a team towards our common goals by using positive energy will help us increase that circle of influence. Making this change on both a personal and professional level will increase the chance of actually gaining personal positive change. Again, we want our circle of influence to increase and our circle of concern to decrease. Not judging others and blaming them for their mistakes, but instead focusing on positive traits that each individual can bring to the group and work towards common goals or ground to achieve the most that you can. Be a positive influence and role model to those around you. Another thing I would like to talk about is the fine line between leadership and management. Knowing the difference between the two and when to use each one is a key role in making you a more effective individual. Leadership is not management, and management is not leadership. Leadership deals with the top line. What are the things I want to accomplish? And management deals with the bottom line. How can I best accomplish these things? Warren Bennis once said, management is doing things right and leadership is doing the right thing. Leaders base their decisions off of what will be best for everyone in the company. They tend to have good servant leadership as well. Managers follow the rules and procedures whether they are best for everyone or not. This keeps any chaos from breaking out or showing favoritism to anyone, and this shows a strong business. Balancing the two is the hardest part. Those who are strong managers get so caught up in policies that they may not be doing what is best for everyone, yet those who are strong leaders often lose themselves in trying to do what's right for everyone. They often forget to follow the rules and regulations. The difference between the two types of people can cause friction in the workplace. Striving to work on your weaknesses, whether it be leading or managing, can help to bring everyone in the company on the same page. Knowing when to use each one is also important. It will take personal change to fix what needs to be changed. The type of leadership style that you have is not so hard to determine, but how you get there may be. If you possess strong management traits, you should start off by learning to serve others, keeping in mind that the policy and procedures are also important. If you possess strong leadership traits, start by following policies and procedures, to keep in mind that satisfying the people is also important. The last item I would like to touch on is always begin with the end in mind. Each part of your life can be examined in the context of a whole of what really matters most to you. Let's break that down. Each part of your life, today, tomorrow, next week, next month, can be examined in the context of a whole, for your whole life, of what really matters most to you. That's powerful. If you spend all your time at work, can you really be considered a family person? If you spend all your time with your family, can you really be considered a hard worker? When you retire or reach the end of the road, what do you want other people to think and say about you? Deep down, that's the kind of person you want to be. And in order to get there, you have to make some changes. Don't ever think that a year or two won't go by because that doesn't matter, because every day matters. Everything you do every day says a lot about who you are. Start living your life with the end in mind. Know what you want to achieve when you start. Doing this will get you much farther with your personal goals and group goals. So, in conclusion, remember to strive to be interdependent and think as a group. We can collaborate and do the best that we can. Grow your circle of influence and don't bother to worry with the things in life that you can't change. Look on the positive side and focus what kind of difference you can make. Deep down, we all want to be the best that we can. Don't forget the people that you serve or work with when making decisions. Choose the best decision that will benefit both the people around you as well as any policies set in place. Sometimes choosing one or the other is necessary, but having both management and leadership involved in the decision will make you an emotionally stronger person. Always keep the end in mind and strive every day to be the person that you really want to be. Don't let a day slip by with thinking that it doesn't matter. You can make a difference and you can make a strong, positive personal change.